So let's say there's this PI firm in Atlanta. They average about 150 new leads every single month between Google Ads and referrals. On paper, this firm looks busy. Their phones are ringing during the day, the staff are logging calls in the CRM, but here's the crack. After 5 p.m. Friday, every call goes straight to voicemail. By Monday morning, those urgent weekend injury cases are already signed to their competitors. They think intake is covered, but their live answer rate after hours is 0%. So now I want to direct you into a calculator that I built that will help you visualize the amount of money you're losing every single month. So if we jump into the calculator, we already established that this firm gets about 150 new leads every single month. And let's say this firm's viable leads, the actual leads that they can work with or they want to work with because they are actually their ideal ICPs, is about 110, right? So out of 150, 110 of those leads are actually leads that this firm would like to work with, right? And let's say the current conversion rate is about 20%. So out of 110, they're getting 27% of those leads, turning them into paying clients. And let's say they want to increase their conversion rate from 27% to, let's say, 35% to keep things simple. And let's say their average case value is about $72,000, right? So $72,000 per case. And then they're paying about, let's say, $380 per lead from Google Ads and mixed in with the referrals as well. So based on these numbers, this firm is losing 80 viable leads that could be potential clients simply because they didn't answer the phone after hours, right? During the weekends, they don't have the infrastructure set in place to answer their phone calls, right? So 80 leads, 80 viable leads, that means they spent 41.6K lost on Google Ads simply because, again, this firm did not call their leads after they come in. So that means they're losing $5.8 million in potential revenue simply because their live answer rate after hours is 0%. Sending leads straight to voicemail is causing this firm $5.8 million. And let's say this firm worked with Retric Solutions to build the after hours AI intake systems to help them work alongside their staff members to answer calls after hours or during the weekends. And the AI systems are actually, one, qualifying them, scheduling appointments for them, and sending retainers, meaning by the time the firm comes back online on Monday, they have actual retainer leads signed. Not just booked qualified calls, actual retainer signed. That way you could get back to working as fast as possible compared to just converting them and scheduling a call, and then they end up calling another firm and then they get onboarded. If they sign a retainer with your firm, that means this lead is actually your lead. All you have to do is do conflict checks, and then if you decide to onboard this client, then boom, that's an instant client you already solved for or you already onboarded simply because you had an AI infrastructure in place to handle all your after hours calls, right? So let's say this firm worked with us and we charged them, let's say, $60,000 for this AI intake system. With our systems, they're able to, with their numbers, get an extra 9 leads that are actually retainer leads, not just any regular leads. So with an extra 9 clients signed to this firm, simply because, again, we build the AI systems for them to handle all their after hours calls, they are saving an extra 633.6K recovered revenue every single month, simply because, again, the AI systems is helping them, one, qualify all the new leads, answer the call as soon as they come in, qualify them, like I said before, schedule an appointment, and also get the retainer signed so that by the time you come in on Monday, you see in your CRM, this lead came in on Saturday at 4 p.m. They already signed a retainer. Here's a basic overview of what happened. Call them back or join the scheduled appointment that we already scheduled for you using the AI systems that we build for this firm, right? So then that's an extra 633.6K revenue recovered every single month, and an annual revenue recovered is 7.6 million. And since we charge this firm $60,000, that is a 126.7x ROI on the investment that they made. They paid us $60,000 and they're getting 633.6K monthly recovered revenue. This is revenue that this firm didn't have to spend more marketing ads on. They didn't have to hire more staff on. They didn't have to get more referrals. So think about that. 633.6K monthly recovered revenue simply because you didn't do anything. That's insane. I want you to think about that. 9 extra clients saved every single month that you were already losing, and you're getting back 633.6K monthly recovered revenue, right? That's a $7.6 million annual recovered revenue by not doing anything. Just pick up the phone and answer the call as soon as they come in. And now we're helping you do that in a leveraged way. That way you could spend all your weekends with your family, with your whatever you want to do with your weekends. You know, on Monday, you're coming in to already signed retainer leads, retainer clients. All you have to do is conflict check the leads and then decide whether to onboard them or not. But the AI is doing all the pre-intake stuff for you. That way your staff comes in and do what they gotta do, and then you get paid. Boom. It's that simple. And guess what? The 80 leads that this firm did not convert are simply going to their competitor CRM, because this firm doesn't answer the first call, whether it's after hours or during the weekends, whatever. That lead is going to go back to Google and call the next firm. So that means this firm is losing 80 viable leads, 80 of their ICPs, their ideal client profiles, simply because, again, nobody's there to answer their phone calls. And it might sound simple, and to be honest, it is. Because if you think about it, these people are calling you because they have a pain. Pain is the greatest motivator. And you know this as well. Because the people that call your firm, you know they are in pain. You are helping them solve their problems in a real, genuine way. Obviously, with an accident, there's no way you could help them avoid that trauma. But by helping them get as much as possible from their insurances, that money is being used to take care of their family member that's injured. You are literally saving their lives simply because you answered their call the first time.